Here we are at the shitty TF games in Radcliffe. Here's some PlayStation 2 games. You see Enter the Matrix. You see Grand Theft Auto 3. That's a good game. And we see Final Fantasy X. That's a good game. That's a really good game. And then you see, we're in the... Sorry about the shelf there, you know. No one gives a fuck about this guy anyway. I'll talk about the goddamn cashier. We'll get to that. As we see a whole bunch of PS4 games. There's Maneater. There's some Doom, The Evil Within 1 and 2. Fallout. Fuck Fallout. Don't give a fuck. Far Cry Primal. So, and then we're here in the glass case. We see some, there's some PlayStation games down there. And some PlayStations. And then we see some Nintendo games in the box. Then we see Nintendo GameCube up there and some Wii games. And then we see Punch Out Mike Tyson, the hardest game ever. And then we see some sorry about the sun there. And there's some there's some PS4s and stuff. There's Sega. There's Sega Masters, Sega Saturn. And then we're here at TF Games, good stuff, cheap. For $7, we see WWE's Greatest Rivalries. And there's Bruno and Larry. Jimmy Snuka Don Morocco. Big John Studd, Andre the Giant. There's Lonnie Kai and Wendy Richter. We got the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase and Dusty Rhodes. We got Dusty Rhodes and the Macho King Randy Savage. We got Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ric Flair. We got one of the best feuds in '94, Owen Hart versus Bret Hart. One of the worst feuds, Triple H versus Charlie Fowler's favorite, Batista Man. We got Melina and Beth Phoenix. Why are they one of the greatest rivalries? Authority versus Daniel Bryan. And we got Bloated Chris Jericho and CM Punk. So that's pretty cool. And then we see another thing here. Mayor Kane for $4. And Joe goes, fuck you, Kane. You white ring motherfucking dipshit. And he's got a... I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Probably politics. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying $4 for it. Forwarded by Booger Red. I bet you don't like his stamp of approval on this. Rand Paul, yeah, you could suck my cock. Mayor Kane for $4. No wonder it's $4. And then we see WWE SmackDown. 20 years and counting. And guess who it's forwarded by? Booger Red, The Undertaker. It's got Batista Man, I know Charles Bat. And it has all the 20 years of SmackDown, you know, from 99 to 2000 and 2022, whatever fuck year it is, I don't care. And there's look at all that. Pretty good book, you know, but I'm not interested in books. So, there's Bunkhouse Buck, there's my favorite. And there's Berto, yeah, fuck you, boy. You're nothing but a jabroni. There's Wade Barrett, probably one of the worst SmackDown announcers of all time. And then we see WWE, what the hell is that, Beast Mode? Yeah, Beast Mode, it's hard to fucking see. And here we go, we got some elites here. We got Legend Big John Studd for $13. We got China from WrestleMania 17 with $13 with Rocco on the sideboard. I remember Rocco. That was a horrible fucking Legion of Doom. And we see Bobby the Brain Heenan in the Weasel suit for $13. Pretty interesting. Hey everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of Wrestling Rampage. The two amigos are back in this bitch.
That's right, we are back. And Tommy, we went to Radcliffe, Kentucky. And that's where your doctor's office is.
Yeah.
Tommy had a doctor's checkup. Tommy, you lost some weight.
Yes, I did.
And things are looking good.
That's right. So,
thumbs up for Tommy. And while we were in Radcliffe, we decided that we're going to check in a few places that we don't have here in E-Town. One of the places was Ollies.
Yep. Good stuff cheap.
Good stuff cheap. Tommy found one thing there.
Yeah.
You guys also seen some footage. And we went to a TF Games that they have in Radcliffe as well.
Yeah.
Which we found out is, well, we'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
And that's pretty much it. Because, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff in Radcliffe, to be honest with you.
To go to.
Yeah.
There's Walmart, Ollies,
yeah,
Goodwill.
I think they have a GameStop there.
GameStop, but it ain't worth going to any GameStop.
Yeah, any GameStop, to be honest with you. And so we're going to show you guys what we got at TF Games, and then Tom will show you what he got at Ollies.
Yeah.
TF Games, we should mention, it's not owned by the same person that owns it in E-Town.
Yeah.
It's owned by a different person.
Yes.
Now, there were a few Dreamcast games I was thinking about buying. Some expensive Dreamcast games. Now, as you guys know, I do have, well, now I think I have like a little over $700 in store credit right now through TF Games. Just for going to garage selling and thrifting and stuff. And I was thinking about adding those Dreamcast games to my collection.
Yes.
It was Ill Bleed for the Dreamcast, which is like a $260, $70 game. Pretty pricey. And Skies of Arcadia, which was like about $150.
Yeah.
And of course, Tommy knows, and Bob's knows, I definitely am not going to be paying that kind of money for any games.
Yes.
Especially for a single game. I'll pay $100 or so for a big gold case full of games, but I ain't paying no fucking $150 for a single game. You can kiss my ass. But I will do it on store credit, because I pretty much got it for free, technically.
Yeah.
But when I asked the guy about it, he said, well, you can't do that, because it's not owned by the same person. But then again, I have a membership that I could use in almost any store, but apparently I could only use my store credit at the E-Town location. I can't use it at the Radcliffe location. So I was like, well, that's going to hinder me from buying those games and a few other games that I was thinking about buying. A couple of N64 games I was thinking about buying as well. But I decided to just buy a few other games there, but that were decently priced that I paid money for. So, and then Tommy found some stuff, and I want to mention this real fast. This is one I actually got at the E-Town location, but I forgot to show it off because my son wanted it. We went up there at TF Games, and I promised him he could pick out whatever game he wanted, and he chose this. For my son loves Monopoly. He loves it. For the Wii, it's Monopoly Streets. We have the Monopoly for the Wii that he plays a lot. And this one apparently is classic Monopoly Comes to Life, where you can use your me character, and you can actually go around, like, if you're in the car or whatever, you can go around the street and stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds somewhat interesting. And it is complete, in really good shape. I actually got this for him through my store credit. I think it was like $18 in store credit that I had to take off for it. But this is what he wanted, Monopoly Streets. So I got this for store credit while I was at the E-Town location. But I forgot to show you guys that. But nonetheless. And then we went to the Radcliffe location.
Yes.
You know what? I'll show the stuff I got all first.
Okay.
And then I'll let you show your stuff because you have an interesting story.
Yes, I do.
Now, after I found out I can't use my fucking store credit,
he changed his fucking spot.
I changed my spot big time on some stuff I was gonna get because I like literally this is what I was gonna get. I was gonna get those two expensive Dreamcast games. I was thinking about picking up one GameCube game. That's pretty pricey. It's like $60 or whatever. And then I was thinking about picking up a few N64 games that were like $10 to $15 a piece. But since I found out that I can't use it there,
so you're like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy these two games that I just don't find. Now don't get me wrong. These games are not expensive. I paid $40 for both these games. $40, total. Because I also had store credit there too from the last time I bought something there, which was like only $5, which I used. I was like, yeah, go ahead and just use it because I'm probably not going to come back to this store.
Yeah.
But just the guy was kind of a prick, to be honest with you. But we'll get into that in a second. What I got was I just don't find these games very often, so I've been playing a lot of my 3DS lately, and I have 3 3DSs. Well, one's a 3DS and 2 are 2DSs, but they play 3DS games.
Yeah.
And I decided to pick up a few 3DS games that I didn't have, and they were decently priced. This one is New Super Mario Bros. 2, which I love. I love Mario games. And this is one I don't have, and I decided to pick it up. And it was decently priced. Open it up. It is complete with all its paperwork and everything. Looks good. Manual and everything. And I got this for $16.19 for the membership. It does say $17.99 at the top, but if you have the membership, you save a few dollars off when you have the membership. But the thing was, they had like 4 copies of this game. Now, I tried to find this game at the E-Town location. They didn't have it.
Yeah.
That's also why I went to the Radcliffe location for it. But I got this game, and a couple of them were like $25, and for some reason, 2 of them were like $17.99. I was like, give me that $17.99.
Yeah.
I ain't paying $25 for no fucking game. That's, when you have cheaper options there, and it's the same fucking game. So, pick that up. And then the other game I picked up is also for the 3DS. This is one I actually did purchase through eBay, but through a clinical error, it got, they said they didn't have it in their database or whatever. And I got refunded, but I really wanted the game. And it's a Nintendo 3DS Paper Mario Sticker Star. And this one was a little more pricier, but not by much. It says $24.99 on it, but I got the membership of $22.49, so about $23. And it is also complete and in really good shape. And the reason why I picked up these 3DS games is, they discontinued the 3DS. And the games are on the rise.
Yeah.
So, pick up 3DS if you think that you're going to pick it up in the future. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of these are going to go up in price. So that's also why I picked these up. But that's what I picked up at TF Games. I didn't buy a bunch there. I only paid $40 total for these 2 games. So 20 each, technically, almost, if you want to make it easier. But, and then, Tommy, you grabbed a couple of items.
Yeah.
Now, we should mention that Tommy also bought a couple of
Christmas gifts.
Yeah, Christmas gifts.
From there.
So.
Which I can't show.
Yeah, which you can't show, but you'll find out around
Christmas time.
Yes. But, Tommy, what'd you pick up?
Well, the first game I picked up is for the PlayStation.
The PlayStation.
I paid $6.29 for it because I had my membership.
Yep.
For the PlayStation, The Weakest Link.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
It even says it right there. Goodbye.
Yeah. I picked up The Weakest Link because, one, I never really see it out. And
yeah.
I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll buy it.
It's cheap, too.
It's cheap. And it was cheap. And it's in great shape.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember this game as a kid. So, this game show. So, I was like, you know what, fuck it. It's cheap, I'll buy it. And it was $6.29, so I was like, I'll buy it. The Weakest Link for the PlayStation.
Yeah.
The next one.
I actually remember that show, too.
Yeah.
Did they have a WWF episode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one I picked up for $8.99. It's PlayStation. Have a little complaint, but there's no case. Well, there's no manual.
Yeah, there's no manual.
But for $8.99, I picked up Space Jam.
Space Jam.
For the PlayStation, as you can see, there's Space Jam there.
Yeah.
And just to
back.
show you, there's the front.
Back.
There's the back, I mean.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck I meant.
Yeah.
There's the back of Space Jam, okay? And the disc.
The disc is pretty.
The disc
pretty
is
clean.
in good shape.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's Space Jam, Warner Brothers Space Jam, and look at all these other great titles you can get. You can get Space Jam, Alien Trilogy, Magic the Gathering, Charles Reed Fowler Selection, Quarterback Club '97 NFL. Another one from the great Charles Selection, NBA Jam Extreme. And you can get Iron Man, Exo, Man of War, and Heavy Metal. You can get the Horrible Crow game. That game sucks. Dragonheart, Starfighter, and WWF In Your Haste.
In Your Haste?
At the In Your House pay-per-view. WWF In Your House.
Now, it is missing the manual,
Yes.
unfortunately, but...
But the reason I picked it up, because I don't really see this.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
And by the way, I mean, like me, if it was me, I'd be a little upset about this. Me personally, I'd probably leave it behind. But Tommy wanted it, and plus, if he puts it on a shelf like this...
I'll know what it is.
It says Space Jam on it, so...
And by
the way, you don't store your games like this. Most people store them like this on a bookcase.
And when I wanted it.
Yeah, so you wanted it. If I had to guess, it looks like NBA Jam, but with all the
I know
the Warner Brothers characters from Space Jam.
So
that's what it looks like to me on the back.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, it looks pretty cool. Now, Tommy, you picked these up.
Yeah, I picked these up, and I picked up some Christmas gifts there.
Yeah.
And so, you were already gone, of course.
I already left.
And I'm like, and he rung it up, it was like 27 something.
Yeah, 27.
Almost $30.
Almost $30.
And
sold $30.
So I go, okay, and I grabbed the money out of my wallet, $100 bill.
Yeah.
What does this motherfucker do? Don't tell me you're going to pay with a $100 bill. Fuck you. Be lucky I'm paying it all. And that's why I said fuck you. I cannot pay if you don't want me to.
Yeah, the guy was a prick.
And he goes,
really was.
I guess I'll go in the back and grab more money. I guess you're going to have to, pal. And so he goes back there.
Well, see, we also should mention, Tommy, the entire time
this fucking long hair hobo.
And
he looks like a hobo.
he
dressed like a hobo.
He was wearing sweatpants.
He was wearing a horrible gray shirt with a hole in it. Did you see the hole in it? And a pair of sweatpants. You ever tell you what the fuck he was doing? All he was doing was on his phone.
The entire time we were there, he was on his phone.
And then here comes some guy asking a simple question.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, do you have any gift cards?"
Yeah, for like PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation,
Xbox,
Sony, and stuff like that. He goes, "Sir, you know this is a retro video game store?"
Fucking prick.
Like, you don't have to be a douchebag to the guy.
And also, by the way, he asked you a simple question. Not only that, but you sell PS4 games, you sell Xbox Series X games.
Yeah.
So
you're not really that big of a retro video game
So you're not
store.
just a retro store.
Yeah, so fuck.
And by the way, we should mention, if you do want to go to a TF Games location, we prefer the Elizabethtown location.
Yeah.
Because the guy and the people in the Radcliffe location kind of suck. And,
They're fucking pricks.
And especially that guy is a prick.
Yeah, he was a fucking prick.
And
then he goes, "This is the last time I take $100 bill." Well, I don't give a fuck. You're taking mine, ain't you? Shut the fuck up. Ring me out so I can get the fuck out of here, because I'm not coming back. I told him I'm not coming back. I told him I'm not coming back to your fucking store. Fuck your store.
Yeah, that might be the last
and
time
fucking, and the motherfucker, he looks like a fucking... When you're at a workplace, don't wear fucking sweatpants and a horrible gray shirt with a hole in it. Okay?
Don't look like a hobo.
Come on. He looked like a hobo.
Yeah.
He's wearing sweatpants and a fucking gray shirt with a hole in it.
With his shitty long hair.
With his shitty long hair to look greasy.
He looks so greasy.
It looks so greasy. And fucking, he goes, you know, fucking, like, come on, you could have wore blue jeans or slacks or khakis and a nice shirt. No, you look like a slob. How the fuck did you get that job? Fuck you.
So,
I'm never going back to your fucking...
By the way, this doesn't look bad on TF Games as a company.
No.
It's just the
Radcliffe. Just the TF Games in Radcliffe. The Radcliffe location fucking sucks.
Yes.
I'll give you a heads up right now.
And the guy's a prick that works
there. Yeah, the guy's a fucking douchebag.
But Tommy, we went to Ollies.
Yeah,
good stuff cheap.
Yeah, we went to Ollie's. Good stuff cheap.
Looked around because we don't go there because it's in a different town,
yeah.
So we don't go there very
As you can see, hey, you see in the video they had some new books there.
Yeah, they had a Rivalries book there that was pretty cool.
Smackdown.
They
had a Kane book.
Kane, that I flipped off Kane.
Yeah. Truck supporting motherfucker.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Yeah, because I mean, don't get me wrong. I respect Kane's wrestling career.
His political views are fucking embarrassing.
Yes. But we also seen some action figures now.
Yes, we did.
But the thing is
some of them were
the same that we were there last time.
Like the Bianca Belair, the Seth Rollins, the Sheamus.
There was only 3 new ones that they had.
Yes.
And they were all elites, which was cool. Not all elite wrestling, but all elites figures.
Yeah, the elite figures.
There was a China.
Yeah.
That actually has...
From WrestleMania 17.
WrestleMania 17. It looked nice.
Yeah.
And then it also had an extra figure in it of Rocco.
Yes, it was. Rocco from...
Paul Ellering and the LOD.
Yeah, and then they had Big John Studd.
And then they had Big John Studd, yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
Those were pretty cool. We don't like China, personally.
I'm not a big fan of China.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then Big John Studd, I like John Studd, but he's not
one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's not a favorite. So we decided to pass on those. But Tommy ended up buying one thing. Now,
I did buy one thing.
Now, I should mention that I did buy a few things there for Christmas.
Yeah.
For my son, and
I showed you those.
Yeah, Tommy showed me those, and I was like, you know what? And by the way, they were really cheap, and they looked nice, so I decided to pick them up. And I'm just going to be honest here. This is another thing that we should talk about. I don't know if it's just Radcliffe in general. I don't know. But the Ollies in Radcliffe sucks balls too.
Yes.
For this reason. I literally seen like 5 people there working. Like in Ollie shirts and everything. They only have 1 register open.
Yeah.
I literally seen at least 4 or 5 workers in there. And then you have one that's at the register. And she's an older lady.
I felt sorry for her.
I felt sorry for her, but then again, I got kind of mad. And I was probably a prick to her when I came up there to her.
And then you felt bad after that.
Kind of. But
yeah, you probably did. I wouldn't feel bad whatsoever.
When it comes down to it, and by the way, by the time, how many people were in front? Like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
We were literally standing in that line for about 20, 25 minutes. And by the time Tommy got up to her first.
And paid for what I had.
They literally opened up another register when we were at the fucking...
Yeah, I was like, oh, now you open up
yeah, thanks a lot. And by the way, we seen this prick just walking around, by the way. The guy that opened up the other register, this guy was a prick because all he was doing was walking around. Well, I didn't see him have nothing in his hands.
Yeah.
All I seen was walk around, and then I think one of the managers told him to go do one of the registers.
Yeah.
So this guy was a prick anyway. And then we go up to Tommy pays for his stuff.
No problem.
No problem. And I go up to, and Tommy has an Ollie's card, and so do I. Where you save like 10% off or whatever. Well, Tommy pays for his, goes.
No problem.
No problem. I'm about to pay for mine, and I have an Ollie's card too. And I've been standing in this line for about 25 minutes, and it started to piss me off. Just how bad it is. And, one register, there's a bunch of people there for crying out loud. And she goes, do you have an Ollie's card? I said, yes. I pulled it out, have her scan it. She goes, well, it doesn't look like you have any information here on your card. And she goes, I'll have to, if you want to stay here for a minute, we'll do some info. I was like, no, I don't want to do no fucking info. I was like, just ring up what's on the fucking counter so I can get out of here. I was like, fuck this info. And then, by the way, when I walked out, I just threw that card on the fucking ground. So, yeah. So I don't have an Ollie's card anymore.
I do.
But because I was literally standing there for fucking 25 minutes anyway. I'm not standing there for even longer because you guys didn't put my information the fucking first time when I got the fucking card. So fuck you and fuck your card. So I left the card there.
In the garbage.
In the garbage. So I didn't buy. Well, after that, I can't show you what I got on camera because there wasn't really anything worth showing, and plus it was a couple of Christmas items. But yeah, fuck Ollies. But Tommy, what'd you get?
Well, no.
Had to go on a rant. You went on a rant on TF Games. I had to go on a rant on fucking Ollies.
And Ollie's, good stuff cheap.
Yeah, good stuff. Fucking, you wait 25 minutes to get it. Bullshit.
I picked up an Elite figure.
Yeah.
For $12.99, $13.
That's actually pretty cheap for Elite.
Yes, it is. I picked up WWE Legends.
WWE Legends.
Bobby the Brain Heenan.
And not only that,
In the Weasel suit.
In the Weasel suit.
And I'm like, this was probably the best figure out of all of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm picking that up because it looks cool. Him in the Weasel suit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look how cool that is. For $13, that's a good deal.
Yeah, this is actually Series 7.
Yeah.
And it actually says right here. Actually, these wouldn't have been bad pickups either if they had them there.
Razor Ramon.
Razor Ramon and Greg Valentine.
Yeah.
But, like, this actually looks pretty damn cool, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Bobby Heenan in the Weasel suit.
And for the price, that's a good deal for it.
Yeah, and by the way,
$13.
They usually have them for like $25 normally.
And only pay $13 for it.
And it says right here, it says, listen up, humanoids. To the champions he's managed, the patriarch of the Heenan family as the brain, was the brain, but the WWE Universe has a name more fitting for the man and his character, the Weasel. In 1988, we have a...
My bad!
He had an alarm set. But in 1988, after Ultimate Warrior destroyed Heenan, who stepped out of his manager comfort zone into the ring as a competitor, he dressed unconsciously Bobby in a full Weasel suit.
Yeah.
And that's actually what this is from. So that's actually pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
That'll be in the blooper reel probably.
Nah, I'm just gonna leave it in.
Oh, good.
That
was my bad. It's warning me to take my
medication. Yeah.
But yeah, I picked up Bobby Heenan in the Weasel suit. This is probably the best thing that was there. And I know Levante would have chose the Bianca Belair figure.
Yeah.
It's the right Levante! You Bianca Belair lover.
Shout out to the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast.
Shout out to the Born Leaders Wrestling Podcast.
Doing some great things over there.
Not
only that, but Tommy was a special guest on
That's right. Go check that out. You know who appreciate this deal?
Who's that?
The king of deals, the deal maker, T&Q Punter. Hey, T&Q Punter, do you approve of this? $13, and it's actually about 20.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bobby the Brain Heenan and the Weasel, and they did have another one. They only had 2 of them.
Yeah, they only had two of them.
And I got the best looking one. So
yeah, the other one
was kind of bent.
Yeah, the other one was bent up.
And it looked like it was ripped open.
Yeah. So
left
it behind.
Yeah. So I was like, and Joe goes, you know what? That's actually a good fucking figure. I was like, yeah. And I was like, fucking, I'm taking the Bobby Heenan. So I was like, that's. So I had to pick up Bobby Heenan.
In the Weasel suit.
In the Weasel suit, baby. Probably one of the greatest managers of all time.
I'd say him and Cornette.
Yeah.
Probably tip top.
I have to put Bobby the Brain Heenan #1. To me, he's the greatest manager of all time.
Yeah.
And he was great, and he was a great broadcaster, too.
Yeah.
Him and Gorilla Monsoon as the announcing team, fucking great. And I always liked Bobby the Brain Heenan. He'd be... I wish he was still around, because if I would have met him, I would have him sign this.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I think he died in 2010, I believe. So.
Yeah, old Bobby. Probably one of the greatest managers of all time.
Well, we hope that you guys enjoyed the TF Games rant as well as the video games we got and the Ollies rant and
the Ollies pickup.
And the Ollies pickup. We hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share all over social media. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. You can actually follow me and Tommy on Instagram. You can also follow me. You can also follow the channel on Twitter at WrestleRampage. And guys, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more great videos coming to you guys because we got that cream that rises to the top.
Cream of the crop, baby! And nobody does it better.